Welcome to day 3 of the Detox Series. Today's theme, forgive and forget. So as you're moving, allow any negativity, thoughts, something you're holding on to physically, mentally. Try and let that go. To begin, come on all fours, tabletop position, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. We start with a few rounds of cat-cows. Inhale, looking forward or up, back bending. Exhale, press the palms down, round the spine, chin to chest. Former like that. Inhale. Exhale, press and round. Inhale, back bending. Exhale, press and round. Again, inhale. Exhale, round. Hover the knees this time, pressing. Inhale, take a back bend. Exhale, press, round, hover the knees. A little more core. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale, press and round. Hover those knees. Lower those knees back down. Keep your hips over the knees as you crawl the hands out in front of you. I call this one puppy pose. Whatever you like, opening up into the shoulders, the chest. Maybe the hands inch forward a little bit more. Let your heart melt down a little closer towards the mat. Continue to breathe. Lift on up, come all the way down towards the belly. You're going to tent the fingertips down outside the mat, elbows are up. On the inhale, press into the fingertips, lift on up, and lower back down, exhale. Inhale, lifting on up, pressing into the fingertips, exhale, lower. One more like that, inhale, lifting, exhale, lower. And we're going to repeat that, but move into the shoulders. So inhale, lift on up. Drop your left shoulder, look over to the right side. Breathe. And then switch sides, inhale back to center. Dropping right, look over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lower back down. You'll walk those hands inside, press up and back, tabletop position, toes tuck under, in our first downward facing dog. All right, start with bent knees and then pedal those legs out. A lot of what we hold in the upper back, the chest, and of course the legs. As you're pedaling, right, you're removing, forgiving, and as you let go, forgetting. Looking forward, slowly walk your way to the front of the mat. Bent knees. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to your waist, and you're going to lift up halfway. So think of a 90-degree angle with your torso and your legs. Draw your shoulder blades together. And inhale, rise all the way up. You're taking a standing back bend. Hands come to your lower back. Lift up through the chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep breathing. And then relax, release. Hands come down by your side. Shoulders roll down away from the ears. Here we go, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a long spine. Step your left foot back. Inhale, rise to a high lunge, arms up overhead. Reach up through the fingertips. And exhale, cactusy arms. Elbows pull back. And then take those wrists back. Open up the chest a little more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Reach the arms back up overhead. Lower the hands down to the mat. Press back. Downward facing dog. First one with bent knees. Inhale. Ripple forward to a plank. Cleansing out the spine. Exhale. Lower all the way down towards the mat. Take a cobra pose. Inhale. Lifting up. Shoulders back. Hips stay grounded. And exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Stay with the right leg, lifting, inhale. And exhale, step forward, warrior one. Plant that right foot down, left heel lowers. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Ground steady through that back leg. You're going to interlace the hands small, the back. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Inhale, breathe up a little more. Exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. When humble warrior, shoulder draws near the knee. Put your right hip back, left hip forward. Don't forget about that back leg. Use it. Inhale, rise back up. Warrior one. And exhale, hands lower down to the floor. Step your left foot up to meet the right. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, bent knees, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands through center, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen, switch sides, step your right foot back now. Rise, high lunge, arms extend up overhead. First grounding in your lunge, and then we take it into cactus arms or goalpost arms. Bent elbows, move them on back, move the wrist back. Right, 90-degree bend in the arms, chest lifting up even higher with each breath in. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, lower them down to the mat, step to a downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting to a plank. And exhale, lower all the way to the mat or halfway, low push-up. Here in your upward dog, inhale. Lift up and back, downward dog, exhale, using that core. The left leg lifts on the inhale. Step it on forward, warrior one. Here the back right heel grounds to the mat. Inhale, arms up overhead. Steady, strong. Interlace the hands, small the back. Inhale, open up the chest as your shoulder blades draw together. And exhale, folding, humble warrior. Try and use both of those legs. Utilize that back foot. Scoop it down and forward. A little different on this side. Rise up, warrior one. Lower the hands down to the mat. You're going to step back to a plank this time. Right, hover the knees an inch above the mat and then let them come on down. You're going to separate your feet, letting the shins place down, coming into hero's pose. So you scoot your butt in between the feet or maybe up on a pillow or a block. You can stay here. This is plenty. You want to make sure there's no pain in the knees. If it's accessible, you'll take the hands behind you. Maybe work your way into the forearms. Keep the knees tracking forward and connected. When you're ready, rise back up. If you're on the forearms, first come to your hands. Come on out of that. Tap those feet out, shake on the knees, and press on back, downward facing dog. Probably feels so good. Inhale to a plank, and exhale, lower all the way down towards the floor. Untuck those toes, prepare 2 rounds of cobra. So walk those hands forward a little bit, press down through the palms, lift on up. Keep thinking, working your shoulders back, chest forward, gaze is forward. And then lower all the way down, exhale. One more like that. Give you a little break in between. When you're ready, warriors, press down through the palms. Inhale, lifting up, cobra pose. And when you're ready, lower all the way down. Once again, take a pause, take a breath. In this third one, you have options. You can repeat what we just did, or coming into bow, you'll bend those knees, reach behind you, and grab either the tops of the feet or the ankles. Now working into bow, first lift up through the chest, then imagine kicking your feet towards the ceiling. Lastly, kick the feet out behind you. Now we're working into the upper back. Keep breathing here. Connection of energy from the navel all the way up through your throat. And then exhale, lower all the way down. Release those feet. You're going to press your way back. Press your way back. Child's pose. Wiggle your arms out in front of you. Let your chest drop between the thighs. Feel that support of your own self. The surrender, the forgiving, the forgetting, to move on. Let's strengthen up that core. Coming into boat pose, Navasana. Keeping the chest lifted, go ahead and lift those toes away from the mat. Arms come by your side. The option of extending those legs all the way. Most importantly, your chest is lifted. There's no rounding in the spine. Stay strong here, warriors. Breathe. And then lower those feet down towards the floor. You're going to come all the way onto your back as we set up in a round of bridge or wheel. So one can work into the other. To begin, coming into bridge pose. Let the feet come down flat. Heels are inner hip distance. Root down to the heels, feet, lift those hips up. And I like to interlace my hands and wiggle those shoulders under. Press the back of your head down to the mat, lift the chest up a little higher, and track your knees straight forward out in front of you. And exhale, lower all the way back down to the mat. So here's where we have options. You close your eyes, breathe, feel, and decide. What's best for me? What do I need? How do I prep? So move into our second and final round. Bridge as we started. The option of working your way into wheel, hands come by your shoulders, fingertips facing in. Work your way first up to the crown of the head. Keep the elbows tracking in. Root the palms. Inhale, lift as you press. Whether you're in bridge or wheel, your chest presses to the front of your mat, the back of the mat, creating a sweet arch in the upper spine. Lower just as you came in to the crown of the head. Walk those hands out. Lift. Lower your way all the way down to the mat. Take a breath. Knees come into touch. Hand to heart, hand to belly. In our final twist, draw your right knee into your chest, arms extended in a half T. Let your knee drop over to the left side. Important to keep your right shoulder connected to the mat and look up or over at your right fingertips. Come on back to center. You're going to switch sides. Draw the left knee into your chest. Left arm extends. On the exhale, moving your left knee to the right side. Keep the chest open to the sky. And charge your right foot forward out in front. Come on back to center. Hug those knees into your chest. And just like you're washing anything left over away, rock yourself up to seated. Renewed, restored. And that concludes day 3 of the Detox Series. See you tomorrow for day 4.